Hello and welcome to the MRF Challenge, coming to you from Chennai. Now we are getting ready for race 2 of the MRF 2000s. It's the last race of the day. My name's Louise Beckett.
And I'm David Addison.
Now, David...
Thankfully, the guy in third didn't do a good start, nor did Jack, actually.
Jamie Chadwick, as we were saying, she can really make some points difference. So she's being spoken to at the moment. So let me go to pole man, Dylan Young, before we have to clear the grid. Dylan, last quick words. How are you feeling?
Hot, excited, and ready to go.
Thank you. Nice and quick. Cheers. David, it's back to you.
So we have the grid formed, and Dylan Young is the man on pole position. So only if you survive the race do you get the fastest lap points. Dylan Young then on pole, Jamie Chadwick, Andreas Essner and Jack Doohan. All those first couple of rows. Josh Mason, as I say, is starting at the grippy, ready to go racing. Can Dylan Young finally do it? Can he score? Good to go racing here at the Madras Motor Race Track. Race 2 of 5 that they get, and 5 red lights will go on when the lights go out. Race 2 is go, and a good start is made by Dylan Young, but Jamie Chadwick tries to get up on the inside line as they blast down towards turn 1. They are side by side, and Jamie Chadwick has got the advantage, I reckon, as they break for the corner. She will take the race lead. Jamie Chadwick leads them. Dylan Young not quite so quick out of the blocks. He's second and under attack from fellow countryman Jack Doohan. To the outside line goes Andreas Essner, and what progress is Deforney making? Round the outside of Doohan goes Essner. Now he looks up the inside line and goes second. Door is closed in his face. Deforney on the attack as best he can be as they come up towards the S's for the first time. Jamie Chadwick leads then. Dylan Young second. And Dylan knows if he wants any chance at all of winning this race, he's got to make the move and make it now up towards turn 4. But Jamie Chadwick hangs on to the advantage. He's had 3 wins already. They all came in the Bahrain weekend. There is Linus Lundqvist, who's another into the track. But Jamie Chadwick leads the pack then as they come down now into turn 8. Up the inside has a look, number 8 there further back in the field, that being Michelangelo Amendola, who took a career best second earlier on in the day. Out of turn 4 go the race leaders. So Jamie Chadwick a little bit deep, maybe out of turn 5 there. Dylan Young trying to come back at her. Andreas Essner is 3rd, Jack Doohan 4th, Michelangelo Amendola is 5th. Down to turn 8 comes the race leader, Jamie Chadwick, with Dylan Young chasing on behind. Jack Doohan coming under attack now from Michelangelo Amendola. Leader goes through then. Jamie Chadwick does the first quarter of the race now. 5 laps done. More dust is kicked up on the exit of turn 12 as a challenge is made. Pasma on the inside there, diving into turn 1 against Michelangelo Amendola, but he can't find a way by. Jamie Chadwick, though, turns towards turn 6 now, ahead of Dylan Young, ahead of Andreas Essner, ahead of Jack Doohan. Then it's Michelangelo Amendola and Patrick Pasma ahead of this man, Max Deforney. Now, clear real estate ahead of him. What can Deforney do? The lead gap still hovering around the 11-10 mark, tantalisingly, irritatingly close for Dylan Young, who knows he's almost within striking range, but not quite. And part of that was down to his start. That was Deforney going wide. Dylan Young heading for 2nd spot. He'll be well chuffed with that, although coming into the race, Jamie Chadwick should get the championship lead provisionally by 1 point. So Jamie Chadwick it is. Dylan Young running 2nd, Andreas Essner 3rd. Is there anything Deforney can do on this last lap to gain 1 more place? And look at the way that Dylan Young suddenly is coming back at Jamie Chadwick as well. He did a personal best lap last time, 9/10 quicker than Jamie Chadwick. So Dylan Young having a real push, a red hot go on this final couple of laps to see what he can do. Again, if you apply the pressure, could a mistake come from the race leader? Down towards the right-hander of turn 8 goes Chadwick. The leading sextet almost as one. So Jamie Chadwick leading the way. 2nd spot is Dylan Young, but the checkered flag is ready. And Jamie Chadwick is going to score a 4th win of the championship and take the championship lead provisionally. Jamie Chadwick wins race 2 at the Madras Motor Race Track in the MRF Challenge. Dylan Young takes 2nd, and 3rd goes the way of Andreas Essner. 4th, Michelangelo Amendola. Across the line for 5th, Patrick Pasma. Max Deforney will take 6th. 7th, Linus Lundqvist ahead of Glenn Van Barlow, and 9th, Jack Doohan. We did nurture young British talent. Jamie, a proud member of the Rising Stars programme. Dylan Young, the runner-up, and Andreas Essner 3rd. Michelangelo Amendola 4th, ahead of Patrick Pasma But Jamie Chadwick is the race winner. Importance of being in the top 6, of getting that good grid position, because Max Deforney couldn't make progress, and yet Jamie Chadwick, from being 5th, becomes a race winner in this second race of the day. Let's hear from the race winner with Louise.
Did it. Thanks very much. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll make my way to second place now. Let's go and speak to Dylan Young, if we can. Dylan, not quite possible to keep that lead, but a good run.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing because starts are my strength usually. But look, I'm happy that she didn't get away too much. She's a great driver, and I tried the best I could, but it's a bit like Monaco here when you're in traffic, or I wasn't in too much traffic, but it's hard to follow. So really happy with second still. I didn't even know if I was coming here a week ago, so really thankful to all the sponsors that made it happen. I'm still over the moon.
You can take something home from them, that's great.
Yeah, I know. Baggage weight's going to be a little bit annoying, but I'll take it any day of the week.
Well done. Speak to you tomorrow.
No worries. Thank you. Cheers.
And making my way to Andreas Essner, making it to the 3rd spot on the podium. Andreas, sorry to interrupt you.
That's Dylan Young in the black and blue and white overalls. Andreas Essner with him. Pravashankar, the championship's coordinator, in the white shirt, just through the shot, turning round. Jamie Chadwick with her back to us in the Douglas Motorsport overalls, the team with whom she drove in BRDC F3. So a great drive that by Jamie. Didn't put a wheel wrong, and as Dylan Young very gallantly said, she's a great driver. And Jamie Chadwick, in these conditions, in the heat and on a twisty and bumpy circuit, a faultless drive. The win to Jamie Chadwick. Andreas Essner is the first man up the steps. Then for second place, Dylan Young, the Australian, saying that a week ago he wasn't even sure he was coming, budget being what it was, even though he is here, and even an incident during the weekend that put him into the tar barrier hasn't fazed him. So Dylan, losing his patches, gets the sticker back on and comes up to see Prabhashankar and Arun Raman, stands on the second step of the podium. But the race winner, the new championship leader, is Jamie Chadwick. Lots of applause for Jamie Chadwick then as she steps forward onto the podium, onto the top step, no less. That's about the only hiccup in Jamie's race, but his brother, of course, didn't get to the end. But for Andreas, 3rd place, has been a winner this year, had a win in Dubai. 2nd place to Dylan Young, but Jamie Chadwick it is that takes the winner's trophy in race 2 here at the Madras Motor Race Track. All smiles on the podium. And so now Dylan Young studies the excess baggage that he's just earned, and the drivers make their way off the podium.